So we had stopped at chapter 1 of 18. Now starting chapter 1, subchapter 19. Okay. ॐ गणनां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं। बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वं मरोदरम् अचेतनं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनूमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्। निःश्रेण्यौ ब्रह्मलोकस्य वाग्देव्याः कर्णकुण्डले धर्मद्रुमहामूले वाल्मीकिव्यासयोः कृतिः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने राम नाम वरानन ॐ नमः इति। Yes. Namaste everyone. Welcome again to this. I think today we're at session 10, right? So yes, so we had stopped at chapter 1, subchapter 18. So we'll be continuing from chapter 1, subchapter 19. So the last two sessions videos I'll upload it today before I go to bed. For those of you who missed the last two sessions, we had some fantastic discussion. Chinmay, you will want to watch the last session specifically. Because Rashmi gave a lot of insights about Rama sending Sita away to the forest. So,
oh, wonderful. Oh, wow. I would love to. There was enough of a discussion in the previous day.
yeah. So,
Debate. Very nice. Yeah.
The last session, I would strongly urge you to watch the.
I will, 100%. You send it
Upload it
across.
today itself. I'll share the links. Yeah.
Please. Yes. I have
Lots
time
of
here
insights
also. I'll do
Rashmi has
it.
shared, yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Yes. So chapter 1, subchapter 19. Okay. So last chapter only, the Ashwamedha Yaga is the Putra Kameshti Yaga is over. So what was his name again? Rishishringa. So Rishishringa has also left with his wife Shanta. He is left. Yeah. Okay, so we are now at chapter 1, subchapter 19. Yes, I'll continue reading, I think, in the interest of time. Okay, so hearing the words, ನನ್ನ screen ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? You're all able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So hearing the words spoken by Vishwamitra, for some time the tiger among kings lost his senses. So this, just for those of you who missed the last couple of sessions, this is the time where Vishwamitra Muni has come to Dasharatha's kingdom and asking for Rama to be sent with him. Okay, and so that's what here it's starting. Hearing the words spoken by Vishwamitra, for some time the tiger among kings lost his senses, that is Dasharatha. So Dasharatha literally lost his senses because he's asking, Vishwamitra Muni is asking for Rama to be sent away with him, right? So yeah, having regained his senses, he said, my lotus-eyed Rama is still less than 16 years of age, right? So just open that footnote. So for several purposes 16 is a threshold, and all that is known is that Rama was younger than that. So that's the footnote there. Okay, Rama was apparently younger than 16 years, apparently. So I do not see him as being capable of fighting against the Rakshasas. Here is an entire Akshauhini and I am its lord and commander. That is there, 200, the footnote, it's an Akshauhini is an army consisting of 21,870 chariots, 21,870 elephants, 65,610 horse riders, and 1,09,350 foot soldiers. All of them put together is one Akshohini. Right? In Mahabharata, we had 18 Akshohinis. Right? So 11 plus 7. Not 11 plus 7, or was it 13 plus 5? 11 plus 7. Rashmi, any idea how many Akshohinis the Kauravas had? And how many?
11 plus 7.
11 plus
11
7.
plus.
11 plus 7. 18 Akshohinis totally. Yeah. So here Dasharatha is offering one entire Akshohini to Vishwamitra. You know, the interesting thing about all the numbers of the chariots, elephants, everything adds up to 9. At 21,870, each digit when added adds up to 9. 65,610 also adds up to 9. Right? 1,09,350 also adds up to 9. Right? So, my understanding is all of these have something to do with our Nadis and Upanadis. Right? So, all of these numbers somehow I think they have a correlation. We can always look for more sources for that.
Also, maybe um, 18 is the word, is considered as a number for Jaya, victory.
Jaya, yeah.
And 8 plus 1 is again 9. So,
Correct, correct. Yeah. Jaya also Katapayadi Sutra Prakar also it is Ja is 8 and Ya is 1. So
correct.
yeah. So the 81 another flip ಮಾಡುವಾಗ 18 ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ. So Jaya. Right. So numerologically 18 is also a number of struggles, you know. Although before you add it up to 9, 8 plus 1 9 or 1 plus 8 9, 18 as such is a number of struggles. So I don't know if there is anybody here born on the 18th of any month, or if you know anybody who's born on the 18th of any month, you can see that they have a particular struggle through which they succeed in their life. Something that I have observed, you know. Yeah, okay. So that's what Dasharatha is offering here. Here is an entire Akshohini, and I am its lord and commander. Right? Surrounded by them, I will go there and fight against those who roam around in the night. Right? So Dasharatha is saying, I will go. So 201 there, that is the Rakshasas. So he will go and fight Maricha and Subahu, the Rakshasas who are disturbing the Yajna, right, of Vishwamitra. These servants are brave and valiant and accomplished in the use of weapons. They are capable of fighting against large number of Rakshasas. You should not take Rama. In the forefront of the battle, I will protect you with a bow in my hand. As long as I have life, I will fight against those who roam around in the night. Thus, protected well, you will face no obstructions in the completion of your vows. I will go there. You should not take Rama. He is a child. He has not completed his education. He does not know about strengths and weaknesses. Okay, weaknesses there is referring of the enemy. Okay, the weaknesses of the enemy. He does not possess the strength of weapons, nor is he accomplished in fighting. There is no doubt that the Rakshasas will resort to deceitful methods of fighting, and he cannot counter that. O Brahmana, O tiger among sages, separated from Rama, I am not interested in remaining alive, not even for an instant. You should not take Rama. O Brahmana, O one who is excellent in his vows, however, if you do wish to take Raghava, take me with him, with the four kinds of forces. So there the four kinds of forces are chariots, elephants, cavalry and infantry. Those are the subdivisions of the Akshohini. Okay. O Kaushika, Kaushika is again Vishwamitra is another name, right? O Kaushika, 60,000 years have passed since my birth. He has been born after a lot of misery. So that's an interesting number there, you know. Dasharatha was 60,000 years old. So Treta Yuga Dalli, you know, it's like we have Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga and Satya Yuga in reverse, alva. So in Kali Yuga right now, the average life expectancy is 100 years. So in the previous Yuga, you can keep adding 1 0 each. So in Dwapara Yuga, the life expectancy was 1000 years. So this is Treta Yuga here now, which was 10,000 years. So here apparently Dasharatha was 60,000 years old. Right? So interesting number, Allah. How much of life they would have seen, or is the 60,000 the same as our 24 hours right now? You know, is it in the same reference, or is it in a different reference? We don't know. You know.
I always I think most of it is just exaggeration. I don't know. Maybe they lived for so many years. It's just what I think. Because even when they say the span of uh, Treta Yuga, Kali Yuga, I don't know if it actually, it's that old. Because whatever the modern dating says, when life emerged and everything, it doesn't seem to match sometimes. So I was like, I'm thinking if it's just exaggeration, poetic exaggeration,
ಹೌದಾ ಓಕೆ ಯು
or
ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಚೆಕ್
or
ಇಟ್.
maybe as you said, the scale is only different.
The scale is
What
only
we
good with
huh.
yeah. So I mean, because if you look at these ISKCON, especially ISKCON or their explanations of how much sadhana you need to do compared to Sattva Yuga to Kali Yuga to attain moksha. I think 10% of your life you are supposed to dedicate to japa or tapa, whatever it is, right? So, with that being the condition, Alok, sorry, you raised a hand, is it?
Yeah, Rahul.
Hedpa.
You finish, I'll complete. I'll speak next.
So, japa and tapa, enadru combination, you're supposed to do 10% of your life. So, out of 100 years of the Kali Yuga life expectancy, 10 years if you dedicate to your japa tapa completely, non-stop equivalent, you sort of are, somewhere qualified to get into, realization. So in Dwapar Yuga, it would be 100 years because the life expectancy is 1000 years. Right, so Treta Yugadali, it is 1000 years of tapas madre ninge 10,000 years lifetime only you will sort of attain that, and Sattva Yuga is 1 lakh years. So 1 lakh years only 10,000 years sadhane madirbeku neenu atra. Okay, so Krishna has made it very easy for us, and this is what ISKCON propagates, that in this janma it's just 10 ವರ್ಷ ನೀ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ನಿಂಗೆ you will attain realization ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, so yeah, I think the time scales are different, right? What they're trying to mean by that, we can still check if there are other sources of information regarding the time scales. Okay, Alok, ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ.
Yeah, Rahul, as per Kali Yuga, life expectancy is 100 years. But if you read Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a book called Srimad Bhagavatam. If you read that, in one of the canto it is mentioned, towards the end of Kali Yuga, the human life expectancy will become 50 years.
ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay.
50 years. And the height of the people will be maximum 3 feet. And they have mentioned multiple things, some of which is already happening now. The degree of disorder will continue to keep increasing. So some of which are already taking place now.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at the way technology is advancing, there are already research papers coming up showing the cognitive decline in human beings because of ChatGPT. So because we are not really thinking and researching anymore, we are letting the device take care. If earlier, I remember for me to do my MA music dissertation on Lord Ganapati, I remember having referred at least 80 books, 80 books I had to read to even come up with a 200-page dissertation, right? But now I can do the same thing by just giving the prompt to ChatGPT. It will do the whole thing. Right? It can probably give me a bigger dissertation also with citations and references. So that much cognitive usage of my brain is reducing. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see what all changes will happen.
Recent studies are also showing the increase in, as you said, the cognitive ability and increase in the autism and diseases like that.
Processing.
Very high.
Indamma, yes, Indamma.
ಬನ್ನಂಜ ಗೋವಿಂದಾಚಾರ್ಯರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಆಯಸ್ಸು ಅನ್ನೋದು ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳತೆ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ, ಉಸಿರು ಮೇಲೆ. ಸೊ ಭೀಷ್ಮ 600 ವರ್ಷ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮದಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಅವರು. ಸೊ ಆ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ದೀಗ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರೀದಿಂಗ್,
ವೆರಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರೀದಿಂಗ್. 12 times per minute is what is our average. 12 to 14 times per is our average. That's a very important point. Thanks in the ತಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಆಯುಹು, ದೀರ್ಘಾಯುಷ್ಮಾನ್ ಭವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ನಿನ್ನ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ನಿನ್ನ ಆಯಸ್ಸಿನ ಲೆಂತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಲಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ದೀರ್ಘಾಯುಷ್ಮಾನ್ ಭವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಲ್ವ. So, I mean, simple example that I usually give. Let's imagine there is a hummingbird, and there is a tortoise, and there's a dog, and there's a human being, right? If all of them are given 1,000 breaths as the ayuhu, ayas, 1,000 breaths. Now, human beings, we breathe at the rate of 12 to 15 breaths per minute. ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ 100 ಇಟ್ಕೋಣ ಫಾರ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಕ್. ಫಾರ್ 100 breaths is the highest given to all these 4 species. ಸೊ 100 divided by 15 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 15 6 are 90. ಸೊ about 6.5 minutes, right? So a human being would live for 6.5 minutes. So you take a dog breathes somewhere about almost 60 times a minute. It's like almost 1 time a second, 1 or 2 times a second also, right? So 120. ಸೊ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1.5 to 2 minutes ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. The number of breaths is the same, right? So a hummingbird breathes somewhere about 80 to 100 times per minute. So it's like literally 1 minute, right? So yeah, but a tortoise on the other hand breathes once in a minute or 1.5 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಅದ್ರ breath. So and if it's underwater, it can stay up to like 18 to 25 minutes. It can stay underwater, right? So the 100 minutes is really elongated there, right? So dogs also, atara. So you can take different animals. Elrugunu somewhere, the number of breaths is the same, but the breathing rate is different. Yeah. So probably Dasharatha used to maybe breathe once in 5 hours. Or once in 2 days. We don't know. One breath, 1 day. One exhale is 1 day. Could be. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 60,000 years ಇದ್ದ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಾನೋ. So yeah, we don't know, ಅಲ್ವಾ. So good thing to contemplate on. Yeah.
Rahul, I sent you on WhatsApp some of the key predictions of Kali Yuga by Srimad Bhagavatam.
Oh, nice. Okay. We'll refer to that. Contemplate ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. Very nice. Thanks, Alok. Yeah. Yes. Coming back to this. Yeah. So 60,000 years ಎಲ್ಲೋಯ್ತದು. 60,000 years have passed since my birth. He has been born after a lot of misery. You should not take Rama. Repeatedly ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ that you should not take Rama ಅಂತ. I am extremely affectionate towards my 4 sons. According to Dharma, the eldest is the most important. You should not take Rama. What valor do those Rakshasas possess? Whose sons are they? O bull among sages, what is their size and who protects them? How will Rama be able to act against those Rakshasas? O Brahmana, they will fight in deceitful ways, and I alone possess the strength to counter them. O illustrious one, instruct me everything about how I can fight against them in the battle. Those Rakshasas are full of valor and base themselves on evil sentiments. Hearing his words, Vishwamitra replied, there is a Rakshasa named Ravana, born in Paulastya's lineage. Thanks to a boon obtained from Brahma, he oppresses and obstructs the 3 worlds. He is immensely strong and immensely valorous. He is surrounded by a large number of Rakshasas. It has been heard that the immensely valorous Ravana, lord of the Rakshasas, is the brother of Vaishravana. 204 Vaishravana yaru? Kubera. Vaishravana is the other name of Kubera. Yeah. He's the brother of Kubera. Kubera himself. So he's surrounded by a large number of Rakshasas. It has been heard that the immensely valorous Ravana, lord of the Rakshasas, is the brother of Vaishravana himself and the son of sage Vishravasa. Okay, Vishravasa. The immensely strong one does not cause obstructions to sacrifices himself. He urges 2 immensely strong Rakshasas named Maricha and Subahu, and they cause obstructions to sacrifices. Okay. The king was thus addressed by the sage and told the sage, in an encounter, I am myself incapable of standing before that evil-souled one. O one who knows about Dharma, you should show your favors towards me and towards my young son. Okay, 205 is, and not ask either of us to fight against Ravana. Okay, so ಅದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು Dasharatha is saying this, right? You should show your favors towards me and towards my young son. We are limited in fortune. You are our god and our preceptor. The gods, Danavas, Gandharvas, Yakshas and Pannagas are incapable of standing before Ravana in an encounter. What can humans do? In an encounter, that brave Rakshasa sucks away the valor of his adversaries. O best among sages, I am incapable of fighting against him and his army, even with my soldiers and even if I am with my sons. My son is said to be an equal of the immortals, but he does not know about fighting. O Brahmana, my son is but a child. grant him to me. In addition, those two are the descendants of Sunda and Upasunda. So 206 famous demons deceived by Vishnu, they ended up fighting each other and killing each other. Sunda and Upasunda. And are like death in a battle, those two guys, Sunda and Upasunda. They may obstruct sacrifices, but I will not give you my son. Maricha and Subahu are full of valor and are extremely well trained. In an extremely terrible battle, I will fight against one or the other of those two. Okay. Yeah. 120. 120 is small. I think I'll just finish this off. 120. If it's okay with all of you, I'll take your permission for that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Chapter 1, subchapter 20. Okay. So Kaushika heard what he had said. His words were full of affection. Filled with anger, he answered the king in these words: You have been born in Raghava's lineage and will bring destruction to the line. Having pledged earlier, you now wish to deviate from your promise. O king, pardon me. I will go to wherever I came from. O Kakutstha, having taken a false pledge, may you be happy with your relatives. The intelligent Vishwamitra was thus filled with rage, and the entire earth trembled. The gods were terrified. The great and patient Rishi Vasishta, excellent in his vows, discerned that the form of the entire universe was scared. He addressed the king in these words: You have been born in the Ikshvaku lineage and are like another Dharma yourself. Okay, 207, the god of Dharma. Right? You possess fortitude and are excellent in your vows and prosperous. You should not abandon Dharma. Raghava, that is an oblique way of referring to Dasharatha himself. Right? Raghava is famous in the three worlds as one who has Dharma in his soul. Follow your own Dharma and do not resort to Adharma. O Raghava, if a person has taken a pledge and then transgresses it, he destroys the fruits of all the sacrifices he has performed earlier. Therefore, let Rama go. Whether he is accomplished in the use of weapons or unaccomplished in the use of weapons, the Rakshasas cannot harm him. He will be protected by Kaushika's son, like Amrita by the fire. Amrita is protected by a circle of fire that surrounds it. Okay, he, that is Vishwamitra, is supreme among valiant ones and is the personified form of Dharma. In intelligence and strength of austerities, there is no one in this world who is superior to him. He is the only one in the three worlds of mobile and immobile objects who knows about all the weapons. There is no other man who knows about these, or for that matter, gods, rishis, asuras, rakshasas, gandharvas, the best among yakshas, kinnaras, and the giant serpents. Krishashwa's sons were supremely devoted to Dharma, and while he ruled his kingdom in ancient times, he gave all these weapons to Kaushika. Okay, Kaushika is Daksha. That is, Krishashwa gave these weapons. Krishaswa is described as a famous king. He is also described as one of the original Prajapatis, guardians or rulers of the world, who married Daksha's daughters. Krishaswa. Okay. So they, that is Prajapati's daughters. Prajapati is Daksha. Okay. So they were not similar in form. They is the sons. The sons were not similar in form. They were immensely valorous, resplendent, and brought victory. The slender-waisted Jaya and Suprabha were Daksha's daughters. They generated hundreds of thousands of supremely radiant weapons. In ancient times, Jaya gave birth to 500 supreme sons. They were capable of adopting many different forms and were designed to slay the soldiers of the Asuras. That is, the sons were weapons. Then again, Suprabha gave birth to another 500 sons. They were strong, impossible to withstand, and invincible, designed to destroy. These sons were also weapons. 215. Okay. Kushika's son knows about these weapons. He knows about Dharma and is capable of also creating many other weapons that have not been known earlier. Vishwamitra is immensely energetic and a great ascetic. Such is his valor. O king, you should not harbor any doubts about Rama's going. Okay. 21. Yeah, any thoughts, any questions, Vidya? 1 of 21 is also just 1.5 pages long. Shall we take a break and meet in the next though, or in chapter bidla? Again, I am mindful of all of your timings. Adike. In chapter bidada, it's also just one front and back.
Rahul, I have call at 10:30.
Oh, sure, pa. I think this will take less than the 3 or 4 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
We'll finish it off. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So chapter 1, subchapter 21. Okay. So when he was thus addressed by Vasishtha with a cheerful face, King Dasharatha summoned his sons Rama and Lakshmana. Their mothers, their father Dasharatha and Vasishtha and the other priests pronounced benedictions and chanted auspicious mantras. Extremely delighted in his mind, King Dasharatha inhaled the fragrances of the heads of his beloved sons and handed them over to Kushika's son. That is Vishwamitra. Right? A fragrant breeze, pleasant to the touch, began to blow when it was seen that the lotus-eyed Rama approached Vishwamitra. The drums of the gods were sounded and a great shower of flowers rained down. Those great-souled ones departed to the sounds of conch shells and drums. Vishwamitra was at the front, and the immensely illustrious Rama, with sidelocks like crow's wings and wielding a bow, followed him. He was followed by Sumitra's son. With quivers and bows in their hands, they illuminated the 10 directions. They were with the great souled Vishwamitra, thus resembling a 3-headed serpent. It was as if the 2 Ashwins followed the grandfather protecting him. Grandfather here is Brahma. Okay. After having travelled for half a yojana, they reached the southern banks of the Sarayu, and Vishwamitra addressed Rama in these sweet words: O son, accept some water and do not allow any more time to pass. With the respective set of mantras, accept Bala and Atibala. So that is, water has to be touched and ablutions performed before any auspicious act. Bala and Atibala are the divine weapons. Divine weapons are invoked through the use of mantras. So he gave them Bala and Atibala. Right? As a result of these, there will be no exhaustion, no fever, and no destruction of any form, of form, and no destruction of form. Even if you are asleep or distracted, the Nairitas, Niruttis and the demons, one who are active in the night, Nairitas, demons will not be able to assail you, that is to kill you. There will be no one on earth who will be your equal in valor or in the strength of your arms. O Rama, there will be no one in the 3 worlds who will be your equal. O unblemished one, in this world there will be no one who will be your equal in fortune, generosity, wisdom, intelligence, determination, and ability to respond. The mothers of Bala and Atibala are the sources of all learning and have obtained these 2 kinds of knowledge. There will be no one who will be your equal. O Rama, O best among men, you will not suffer from hunger and thirst. O Raghava, along the way, study Bala and Atibala. Having studied these 2 kinds of knowledge, one obtains unsurpassed fame on earth. These 2 kinds of knowledge are full of energy and were generated from the grandfather's daughters. That is, in an extended sense, since Daksha was born from Brahma. Okay, the daughters are Daksha's daughters. Okay. O Kakutstha, because you are full of dharma, you are worthy of receiving these. There is no doubt that you will also reap all the objects of desire that have many qualities, the treasure that is only the outcome of many kinds of austerities. At this, with a cheerful face, Rama touched water and purified himself. He then accepted the knowledge from the Maharshi with the cleansed soul. Suffused with that knowledge, Rama became radiant in his great valor. Kushika's son, who was like a preceptor, was ready to engage them in various tasks. In great happiness, the three of them spent the night on the banks of the Sarayu. Okay, so yes, that brings us to the end of chapter 1, subchapter 21. Yes, so yeah. Any thoughts, any questions, anything you want to share?
What was the footnote about Bala and Atibala?
Bala and Atibala, hold on a second. That was footnote number in it, sorry. $217. Bala and Atibala. So water has to be touched and ablutions performed before any auspicious act. Bala and Atibala are the divine weapons. Divine weapons are invoked through the use of mantras.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah. I think Indamma raised her hand, is it? Indamma, ನೀವು hand raise ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಎಸ್
Yes.
ಎಸ್
ಹೇಳಿ.
ದಶರಥನ ಆಯಸ್ಸಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದಿದೆ ಪುರಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ. 60,000 ವರ್ಷ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಷ. ಅವನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ರಾಮನ್ನ ವನವಾಸ ಕಳ್ಸದ್ ಕೂಡ್ಲೆ ಅವನ್ ಪ್ರಾಣ ತ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತನ್ನ ಉಳಿದ ಆಯಸ್ಸನ್ನ ರಾಮನಿಗೆ ಧಾರೆ ಎರೆದ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ರಾಮನ ಅವತಾರ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ರಾವಣನ ಕೊಲೆ ಇದು ಡೆತ್ ಆದ ಕೂಡ್ಲೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗೋದು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವ್ನು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ದಶರಥನ ಆಯಸ್ಸನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಸೀತೆ ಅವನ ಜೊತೆ ಇರಕ್ಕೆ ಒಪ್ಪದೇನೆ she only volunteers to be taken to ವಾಲ್ಮೀಕಿ's ashram ಅಂತ. ದಶರಥನ ಆಯಸ್ಸಿನ ಜೊತೆ ರಾಮನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ ನಾನು, ನಿನ್ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯನ ತಂದೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಮಾತನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಬಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ನಾನ್ ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ಆಶ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ she volunteers to go.
ಸರಿ. Oh, very interesting perspective. Very nice. Thank you, Amadu, for sharing that. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸದೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸೈಟ್ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸೆಷನ್. ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್.
Also, one about the two previous chapters we just read, one insight is you can see that Dasharatha had a lot of putra vyamoha. I mean, a lot of poets even exaggerate on his putra vyamoha, the excessive love for Rama. I mean, it's good, but it's good as a father, but it's not good as a king. That kind of love, because we have seen many cases where a person dies because of the loss of the child or the loss of the spouse. But the only one case where we see we've never seen a child. The only one case we see is him dying because his son is going away. That's very rare to see. Dasharatha loses his life because Rama goes away. So he has extreme putra vyamoha, that quality. Again here, he agreed to leave Rama with Vishwamitra only after Vasishtha told. So something when knowledge, if we consider Vasishtha as a good knowledge, spiritual understanding or understanding for the well-being of the whole world, such qualities remove away the unnecessary vyamoha that we have. Something like that.
Correct. Makes sense. So, ಈಗ ವಿಶ್ವಾಮಿತ್ರ ಅವರು ಬಂದು when he is asking Dasharatha, give me your son ಅಂತ ಕೇಳುವಾಗ, what can we understand that psychologically as, so if the whole process was happening within me itself, there is Vishwamitra who is one character of me or one particular behavior of me coming and speaking to Dasharatha who is also one particular behavior of me, and asking, give me Rama anta. So, and if we could draw parallels, Dasharatha is an embodiment of dharma. So ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಧರ್ಮ ಪರಿಪಾಲನೆ ದಶರಥ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ, ವಿಶ್ವಾಮಿತ್ರ ಯಾರು, what was his archetype, the word that I used in one of the previous sessions. Archetype is the sum total or the average behavior of the person's complete behavior. ಓಕೆ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಮೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ಸ್, ಅದರದೊಂದು ಆ್ಯಾವ್ರೇಜ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಆರ್ಕಿಟೈಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದು. ಸೊ ವಿಶ್ವಾಮಿತ್ರದ್ದು ಏನು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ತಿಳಿದಿತ್ತು? ಒಂದು ಕೋಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಂತ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹಠ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಸಿವಿಯರ್ ಪರ್ಸಿವರೆನ್ಸ್, ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ನೆವರ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಆ್ಯಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಥರ, ಏನಾದರೂ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ. ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಅವನ್ ವೆನ್ ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಅ ಯಜ್ಞ, he decides not to use his energy to destroy the demons. Rather, he comes to Dasharatha to take his son. What can we learn from that? So Vishwamitra has the power to destroy Subahu and Maricha. But he says in the beginning of one of the previous chapters itself that I don't want to use my energies, and because it will lead me to become angry ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ನಂಗೆ ಕೋಪ ಬಂದರೆ ಅದು ಯಜ್ಞ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ಸ್? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಐ ಡೀಲ್ ನನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗಲೂ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಎಂಗೇಜ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ. ಏನೋ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಕೋಪ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಒಂದು ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ, but you decide not to handle it, you delegate it to somebody else, and you focus on what you are supposed to be focusing on. Okay, so for example, imagine you are the vice president of a company, and ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ರಿಸೆಪ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಂಜರ್ ಬಂದು ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಮೂವೀಸಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡುವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರು, ಫೋನ್ ಎತ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಬಂದು ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರೆಯಲ್ವಾ, ಆ ಥರ. ಸೊ ದ ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ರಿಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಫೈಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಂಜರ್. ದೇ ವೋಂಟ್ ಡಿಪ್ ದರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ವೈ ವುಡ್ ಹಿ ಕಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ರಾಮ? because the stranger who's come to disturb you is extremely powerful. So, and that's where he's seeking Rama's support there. So we can keep drawing parallels to real life also. So now when we are highly focused on a particular task, there will be distractions from the Subahu and Maricha in us. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋದು. ಈಗ ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆಯಿಂದ ನಾನು 5 o'clock ಎದ್ದು ನಾನು ಲಾಲ್ಬಾಗ್ ಹೋಗಿ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಏನೋ ಅಲಾರ್ಮ್ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಮಳೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, or something will happen, or I will just tell another excuse and not wake up. Okay, so the Maricha and Subahu will be supremely active when I decide to do something good. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಫೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ರಾಮ. But if the Vishwamitra in me fights, then he will only become very angry and lose focus on what is supposed to be done. Alva? So aa tara we can correlate stuff. Yeah.
And also another perspective, if I am Vishwamitra, who is who is very knowledgeable, knows a lot of things, I keep aside my ego and ask for help.
Absolutely. Very nice.
To perform my rituals.
Yes.
Because just because I'm asking help doesn't make me a small person.
Absolutely.
I'm asking help from somebody younger than me, who is not even 16-year-old. But still I'm asking help.
Excellent. Beautiful insight. Alva? Very, very important. So nan corporate alli there is a particular module that I take called delegation skills anta. Alva? So it is very surprising that more than 90% of the managers out there, or people who become managers, ಅವರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಅವರು ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇರ್ ವೋಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದೆಮ್. ದೇ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸಂಬಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಡನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸಮ್ 5 years or 8 years ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೊಂದು ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಡನ್ನಾಗಿ ಒಂದು 4-5 ಜನ ಅವ್ರ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೋ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅವೇ ದೇರ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಟು ದ 5 people. ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಕೈಯಿಂದ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಹೋಗಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನೇ ಬೇಡವಾಗಿ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ರೆ, if I become irrelevant, what if these people do my job better than me and they take all the credit? So all these fears are there in the managers of the current generations, especially the previous generation, Gen X and Gen Y, right? So they have this fear of delegating. So ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನನ್ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅಂತ all these thoughts. So what Deepu said is, yeah, absolutely valid. That ego side ಇಟ್ಟು, see, what you told is beautiful actually. So let's imagine you have 100 units of energy, okay, and you need 90 units of energy to complete the yajna, another 10 units of energy for your daily life, to lead your life, okay. 90 units of energy ನಂಗೆ ಯಜ್ಞ ಮುಗ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು, ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋದೇ 100, ಓಕೆ. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಸುಬಾಹು ಮಾರೀಚನೆ ನಂಗೆ ಸಾಯಿಸಕ್ಕೆ ನಂಗೆ 50 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಓಕೆ. 10 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಡೈಲಿ ಲೈಫ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, 50 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮರೀಚ ಸುಬಾಹುನ ಸಾಯಿಸಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 50 + 10 - 100, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 40 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ವೈಲ್ ಐ ನೀಡ್ 90 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಯಜ್ಞ, ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಯಜ್ಞದ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆರ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯಜ್ಞ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಡೌನ್. So do I have the open broad-mindedness to let go of my ego and say, can you please help me, right, irrespective of the age and experience of the person, alva. Beautiful point, Deepu. Very, very important. Yeah, very important.
ಮತ್ತೆ
Recently I've been actually ಇಂದಮ್ಮ ಏನೋ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬಂದ್ರು.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಿಂದಾಗ್ಲಿ ದೀಪು, ಆಗ್ಲಿ.
ಅದೇ if I am waiting for someone else to validate my value, then I am all the more scared to delegate or seek help, because ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದಷ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅಂತ. If I know who I am, then I know that asking help will not make me a smaller or a bigger person.
Absolutely. Very true, very true.
And the irony is also that knowing this and following this are two different things. Because I know it makes it very difficult for me to follow in a lot of times.
That's the difference between knowledge and wisdom, alva. Knowledge is knowing something, wisdom is applying that thing, and knowing when to apply it, how much of it to apply, when to apply, with whom to apply, all of that is wisdom. Yeah, very true. Very nice.
In the
Yes.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ರಾಮ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸಣ್ಣ ಹುಡುಗ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ್ಲೇ ಅವನ ಶೌರ್ಯ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಪಂಚಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅವ್ರ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಡಿವೈನ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್.
I was also thinking the same thing. Out of all the kings in the world that he could have chosen, he chooses a boy who's less than 16 years of age, unknown to the world. I mean, we can see that. I don't know, like maybe one, as Indama said, to introduce him to the world, and the other one is he was the one capable of defeating such rakshasas. Because I think we'll come across the story of Sunda, Tataka, and all. They're extremely powerful rakshasas. Yeah.
ಮತ್ತೆ ರಶ್ಮಿ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ದಶರಥನಿಗೆ ಪುತ್ರ ವ್ಯಾಮೋಹ, ಆ ವ್ಯಾಮೋಹದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಮ ಸ್ವತಃ ಅವತಾರ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮರ್ತ ಹೋಗಿರತ್ತೆ ಅವನ್ಗೆ. ಅವನಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ರಾಮನ್ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಏನು ಅಂತ.
See, you can also look at it this way. ಇವಾಗ I have, let's imagine 10 qualities, out of which 5 are good and 5 are bad. Okay, positive and negative. Okay, and now I meet 2 demons in front of me. Okay, let's name the qualities as A, B, C, D, E, okay, and P, Q, R, S, T. Okay, A, B, C, D, E are my positive qualities and P, Q, R, S, T are my negative qualities. Okay, idರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ there are 2 rakshasas who come in front of me, and let's for example assume they are P and Q. Okay, one rakshasa is the embodiment of P, and the other rakshasa is the embodiment of Q. Okay, so the moment I meet these 2 rakshasas face to face, because I have those 2 rakshasas inside me, nan bhagavagidar already ಅವರು. Okay, so what will happen when I look at them? What do you think will happen when I look at these 2 rakshasas individually? I have them, their amsha within me already, because I have negative qualities within me also. So ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ if I meet as a whole, as a human being who has A, B, C, D, E, P, Q, R, S, T together, I meet P and Q individually in front of me, how do you think I would respond to them? And question, maybe I don't know if I confused it. Would you want me to repeat the question again?
No, I mean, I don't know. The question is clear, but I don't know what kind of answer you
ಏನ್
want.
ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು answer. You can think. There's no right or wrong answer. I have a particular.
Oh, really have P and Q within me ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಓ ಗಾಡ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯೂ within me ಅಂತ
ಅಲ್ವಾ ಹಾಂ
ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ಬೋದು.
ಹಾಂ
ಓ ಮೈ ಗಾಡ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಹೈಡ್ ಪಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಟ್ ಪಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ಬೋದು.
ಅಲ್ವಾ ಹಾಂ
Right, P and Q.
ಹಾಂ
Something like
ಅಲ್ವಾ so many confusions are happening here, hey wait a second, P and Q ಇವ್ರು ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇವ್ರು ನನ್ನೊಳಗಡೆನೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಮೈ ಅಂಶ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಸೊ ಯು ಮೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆರ್ ದೇ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ ಟು ಯು, right? So now you take Rama who has A B C D E F G H I J and no P Q R S T. Okay, so now P and Q on ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದು ನಿಂತರು, does it matter to him anymore? It does not, because he doesn't identify himself with it. You're separate, you're not part of me anymore, right? So Rama's age of 16 is irrelevant here, rather his qualities of A B C D E F G H I J is more relevant here, and the others are not able to fight P and Q because they also have P and Q within them. So the reason why I am not able to fight demons in my life is because I have those demons within me, and I feel I belong to them, right? So one can fight a demon only when you don't have him in you, right? Or else the demon will start controlling you through the demon inside you, right? So an internal conflict should happen. So you could take it that way also. So Rama was so pure that there was no negative alphabets in him at all. So he can look at anybody face to face and not relate to them, and stay detached from them. So because there is this beautiful thing called shadow work, anta there's a psychological science called shadow work, so shadows in the attend ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ. So shadows are deep suppressed emotions that we had because of some incidents or some people in our past, which are literally controlling our lives like a shadow even now. Okay, and ನಮಗದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಿಂದೆ ಪಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಬೈದಿದ್ದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ ಸಂಬಡಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಇಲ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಿರ್ಬೋದು. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಶಾಡೋಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಶಾಡೋಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಶಾಡೋಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಯು ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಶಾಡೋಸ್ prevent you from advancing. Okay, so ಆ ಥರ we all have a whole package of positive and negative shadows within us. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಒಳಗಡೆನೇ ಒಂದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಶಾಡೋ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಆಚೆ ಕಡೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅದೇ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಶಾಡೋ ನಾನು ಫೈಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದರೆ, ದ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಶಾಡೋ ವಿದಿನ್ ಮೀ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಫೈಟ್ ಹಿಮ್, ಈಸ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಗೈ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಅವ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಜಗಳ ಹತ್ಕೋಬೇಡ ನೀನು ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎನ್ಕರೇಜ್ ಮೀ ಟು ಫೈಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಎನಿಮೋರ್, right? It's like I am a procrastinator and my wife is also a procrastinator and I am telling her not to procrastinate. It will not have an impact, right? The words will not have value, alva, because I have to practice before I preach. Athara hangagovatadu. So I think I would see it that way also. Awesome. So I think 10:32 ಆಯಿತು. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮನೆ ಎಪ್ಸಿರಲ್ಲ. Once again, my apologies for making you all wait for 45 minutes. Today was my parents' 42nd anniversary, so wedding anniversary. So taking them out late ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. Okay.
Our prayers to them, our wishes
Very,
to
very
them.
important. Thank you so much. Very important. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. Okay, wind up ಮಾಡೋಣ. We'll wind up with the shlokas. Rashmi, Rani,
ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्.
लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम. All right, thank you all very much. See you next Thursday. Okay, take care. Good night. Bye bye.